What's up, guys? Today we're gonna be discussing about one of the 5 Yonko, Edward Newgate, aka Whitebeard. But rather than describing Whitebeard as a person, I think today we're gonna be answering the question: how strong exactly was Whitebeard, and why is it that people feared him so much? So without further ado, let's get into the video. So Whitebeard, a basic introduction of him would be he was known as the strongest man in the Onepiece world pre-time skip, that is before his death in the War of Best at Marineford. He was also one of the world's few ever people to match Roger in one-on-one combats. History also shows that he, including 2 other Yonko, Kaido the King of the Beast and Charlotte Lindley, used to be crewmates as part of the Rocks Pirates, which was a group led by Gol.D.Roger, and at that time they were known as the strongest crew before Gol.D.Roger rose up. I mean, truthfully, if 3 of the Yonko were part of a pirate crew, it was bound to be badass. So Whitebeard's powers were so vast, and a few dared to challenge him. That's why I think people like Ace, Luffy and Crocodile are brave individuals to ever think of challenging the man dubbed as the strongest man in the world. So knowing One Piece throughout the course of the episodes and seasons, we know that the 3 contributing factors to one's strength is that basically the raw physical strength, the devil fruit powers, and the haki. So we'll analyze these, but in Whitebeard's perspective separately. So let's start with his physical strength. So a part of the anime community already argues that Whitebeard's title was given to him because of his physical strength, which is sensible because it was far superior to even that of giants, and we saw that during the Marineford, the battle between Whitebeard and individuals like Vice Admiral Ronze and Vice Admiral John Giant. Whitebeard was basically able to defeat them using one-handed strikes and his Naginata, accompanied by his devil fruit powers. He was also able to extinguish one of Akaino's meteorites with just a single breath, and he even prevented a pair of ships from advancing using only one hand. And we also saw his explosive power, as he was able to jump to great heights to attack large opponents like John Giant. So in his prime, we know that Whitebeard could even match the immense power of legendary character Oden Kozuki, who was a samurai and a pirate known for his innate tremendous physical strength since infancy. At the Wall of Marineford, he was also able to keep fighting despite the number of injuries and damage he had faced, even without using his haki and devil fruit power to prevent that. We know the total count after the Marineford was 267 sword wounds, 152 gunshot wounds, 46 wounds from cannonballs. That is 46 cannonballs, guys. And he got a portion of his head blasted off. That is maybe his mustache part, resulting in 465 injuries in total. In addition, he also received one of Kizaru's laser beams and 2 of Akaino's magma blasts. So Whitebeard also received a brutal assault from Blackbeard pirates. However, even after taking so much damage in his already weakened state, because we know he was already sick, he died standing, which is an impressive feat even for someone who is uninjured. So we see that his tenacity and his level of stamina and endurance was so great that it even shocked Teach, Marshall D. Teach, aka Blackbeard. So now for his devil fruit. Whitebeard ate the Gol.D.Roger fruit, which is otherwise known as the quack, I think, the quack fruit, which was, according to Eiichiro Oda's stories, it is the strongest paramecia fruit. It allows the individual who ate it to use or create vibrations, otherwise known as quakes. It was eaten by Whitebeard, but upon his death, it was taken by Marshall D. Teach, who is currently the owner of the Gol.D.Roger fruit. So this fruit is fearsomely reputed to be able to destroy the world according to Sengoku, and is considered the strongest in the Paramecia class, as I mentioned before. The generated massive vibrations or shockwaves can travel through virtually any medium, and we see that Whitebeard shows this very well in mediums including the ground, the sea floor, the air. It was cool to see the air crack. The air cracked. So because of this, Fleet Admiral Sengoku has stated that Whitebeard holds the power to destroy the world, and Vice Admiral Tsuru supports that by stating that even if she retreated to the ends of the ocean, there would be no safe place left in the world for her to go when facing the Gura-Gura Mifru. So this devil fruit, from as we all know currently, it has no apparent weakness aside from the standard devil fruit weakness that you cannot swim. But however, due to the fact that it's so great and Whitebeard's attacks are indiscriminate in who they hit, his allies and crewmates have to fight from a distance so that they cannot be hurt. So with his physical strength and his devil fruit out of the way, we can now discuss about his haki. So haki is quite a term which was introduced after the time skip, and it has changed the way we see the One Piece world. And Whitebeard has demonstrated his supreme mastery of haki. Whitebeard is one of the very few people whom have mastered and who possess all three types of haki. Whitebeard possesses he possessed the Oshoki no Haki, which is basically in English the Conqueror's Haki. So during his initial encounter with Odin 30 years ago, as we are seeing in current episodes, their sudden clash created a notable effect, which is basically some purplish lightning releasing a large shockwave. So this, according to Doflamingo, is a sign of possession of the Conqueror's Haki, whereby if two Conqueror's Haki users clash, a blast of lightning appears, and we see that between the fight of Kozuki Odin and Whitebeard. So Whitebeard's Oshoki no Haki was displayed to a far greater extent against his rival Gol.D.Roger in their fight, and we see that it also appeared in his sort of clash with the Yonko Red Shanks in the Marineford arc. During the Marineford War, he was on the verge of using it also once again when the world government executioners were about to kill Ace, but his illness attack kicked in and he was not able to. Whitebeard also possessed an immense mastery of Boshoku no Haki, which is also armament haki. 30 years prior, in his prime, his Boshoku no Haki courted Muraku Gomogiri, and was powerful enough to defend against both Enma and Ame no Habakiri. 21 Owazemono Matos, another superior Boshoku no Haki master who had died on them with using Haki. And why is this so great? We all know that Enma is Odin's former sword, currently owned by Zoro right now. But the incredible thing is that it was able to bisect the mountain god, and Emma was rumored as the only sword able to harm Kaido. And Whitebeard was able to defend against that so easily, showing that his mastery of the Boshoku no Haki was very immense. He possessed what really also said is a few people possessed, which was the advanced Boshoku no Haki, which is basically the advanced armament haki, proving his mastery by hardening Muraku Mogori to the point where a black flame like aura as large as himself formed and emitted from a distance, causing a gigantic shockwave that spread across the Wano island after his clash with it wasn't the Wano island, it was another island, after his clash with Gol.D.Roger, and their weapons weren't even connecting, but they were causing shockwaves. But due to his age and his worsening health, it was not as powerful compared to his prime, but you could still negate low gear based fruits during the Marineford War. In the past, he was able to defeat characters like Crocodile, and was able to defeat Ace more than 100 times without even trying, and whilst even sleeping, by using his observation haki. So during the Marineford, Whitebeard successfully inflicted significant damage to individuals like Akainu, where Marco, Vista and Jimbe were not even able to do so, when they were highly skilled in Boshoku no Haki. So Whitebeard, as we said before, he was also a mastery in the Kenbunshoku Haki, which is basically observation haki. It was first shown 30 years prior, after both he and his crew shipwrecked in Wano, and he was able to sense Odin from afar, and his statement was, "A beast is coming, someone strong is coming." So this shows that he had the ability to sense danger, or basically, or he contained, or he owned, or he had mastered the observation haki. In the Bay at Marineford, we also see that he predicted Crocodile's sudden attack, but he did not move, since he also predicted that Luffy was gonna defend him. But however, to both his age and worsening, he failed to predict Squad's betrayal, and thus got injured and was stabbed through the chest. Something, according to Marco, was totally unexpected by everyone. So we cannot blame you for that. But yeah, that was the breakdown of the Devil Fruit, the physical strength, and the haki of Whitebeard. If you like this video, just give it a like and a thumbs up, then subscribe if you can, so that I can make more videos like this. I'm gonna be starting a series where I do a rundown of more individual characters in One Piece, explaining their strengths and their contribution to Luffy's story in finding the One Piece. Peace.